YouTube. Um, so I've changed my name of the channel. Probably going to change it back or change it to something. I can't decide what name I want it. So it is really a tech channel mainly. The last little while I've put some political stuff up on there just because I've been interested in politics. But what I wanted to come to you today is from what I have clearly missed, maybe, or wasn't given the notification that the Lenovo Y700 Legion tablet maybe had a quiet release here in the U.S. and then they're sold out now. It looks like. And, I just tried to call, or I just spoke with someone at Lenovo because I have a business account with Lenovo, and I didn't get any notification about the Y700 being released. And I saw a couple of reviews on YouTube where it had the entertainment space, which is the US feature. You swipe to the right or to the left of the home screen. So, comment below. Let me know. Did it release in the US, or did Lenovo just send out select reviewers some units to review? I think it had a quiet release and it sold out. And the guy that I spoke to, it was literally like pulling teeth. Like, it was so painful I just hung up because he had no idea what he was talking about. None. It's so frustrating. It's like, how do these people get hired? But anyway, so I want to revisit the Y700 Legion, the Legion Y700, 8.8 inch. I know the 2024 model is what looked like it's being released here in the US. It may just be the global, but it definitely had the entertainment space when you swipe to the right of the left of the home screen. So that leads me to believe that it's a US based type product. I don't know if to be true. I have the 2023, and with expandable memory, 12 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage. And what I want to talk to you about is this tablet versus, let me just show them to you this way. You got your Lenovo, and then you have your Samsung 11-inch tab S911. Two very, very powerful tablets, very similar tablets in performance. And which one should you go with? Because they both have very strong points, and both will serve you very well. So I guess really, you're from what I understand, the 2024 model, which in my opinion, and take it as you may, you could do your research. I've done a lot of research on the Y700 Legion tablets, and that 2023 model, there's three generations. There's first, second, and third gen. Third gen being the one they just, I guess, quietly released here in the US, which is sold out now. Anything was at $499. Does not have expandable memory. It is not as solid and good as a tablet is. It's just not overall as good as the 23 model, the second gen. If you can still get that second gen, I would highly recommend it because of the expandable memory. I think the emulation is the same. I'm not a gamer, but I do like high-end spec tablets like flagship. I think you'll be very happy. I think you'll be happier with the 2023 second gen Legion 8 Y700. That being said, you can't go wrong with either. I got expandable memory. The only thing this doesn't have is 5G cellular service, and neither does this. But you get a 2K, 2.5K display, 2500 by 2560 by 1600. It almost looks like it's an AMOLED, and this is AMOLED. This is an AMOLED. But this is a 2K display. You have an 8 Gen 2 and the Samsung Tab S911 inch, and this is this newest released 11-inch. I just got this. If I was having to choose between both of these, man, I tell you what, it's a very tough call because the 8 Gen 2 is the best Snapdragon ever made to date. It has 0 standby time. I mean, the battery life is unbelievable on it. This has an 8 Plus Gen 1. So with the 24 model, you'll be getting 8 Gen 3. You'll be losing expandable memory. And there's some instances of performance where you get less performance on the 24 model than you do the 23 model. So do your homework, do a lot of research on that. I concluded that this was the one, because I could have got the 24 model, because I imported mine. You can still import it, get it cheaper, the China ROM, so keep that in mind. If you do get this, I do recommend highly, and I'll show you the other alternative, but I do recommend getting the Tab Pen Plus. Very useful. I don't even use this tablet without using this Tab Pen Plus. And it brings a menu up on screen that you can press and screenshot, take notes on demand. Very, very handy, and it's got a 240 hertz touch sampling rate, so the latency is almost none. And then you got 144 hertz refresh rate or 165 hertz refresh rate on the 24 model. 144 hertz is plenty fast enough for me. The 8 plus Gen 1 is plenty fast enough, because I don't game, but I don't know of any games that play at 144 hertz or 165 hertz. I don't know. You gamers may know more than I do about that. I will show you this though. I've had this in this case the entire time, and I put it in the case because I wanted to keep it. I wanted to keep it perfect. But I noticed right here, if you see, right there, it's like the outer paint or something, the coating's coming off of it. I don't know if it's the case that, I guess the case rubbed it off. Very odd. Just something to think about. The 2024 model is a blacker, is more black tone. This is a grayer tone. They make this in the blue too, the 2023 model, 2nd gen. I just recommend the 22nd gen. And this pen does stick to the back of the case. I tell you, it doesn't stick, but it doesn't stick on top or sides or bottom, but it does stick on the back. So it's on there. So that's just something to think about. So you have Bluetooth 5.3. You have two C port types. So if you go longer side, this is a USB 2.0, and then landscape. You have video out, which is a 3.1, 3.2 second gen type C. It's got faster read and write speeds. But it's also video out, and you can render up to 4K. You have a 4K monitor; it'll support up to 4K. So even the 23rd model is just incredibly powerful. But you're getting expandable memory, and you're getting an overall better tablet, I believe. This one had the most, I'd say, the most care and thoughtfulness put into it. So just food for thought. So the other, and so I think Samsung now, and they may have already been planning on it because they know that there's demand. There's been a demand for a sub 10-inch tablet that's a flagship like this Lenovo. I think Lenovo, if they release it again back in the US, they do another release of this tablet, it's going to sell fast, and it's not going to be far from the price of what you can get for this. So pay for this, the Tab S9 11-inch. So it comes down to, do you want software longevity? Do you mind it being 11-inch? Because this 11-inch is actually not bad. I mean, I can almost hold in one hand, but not like I can the 8.8-inch. This is a great tablet, and then you got to think about this too. To take a look at this, I've got split screen. I got my emails pulled up here, and I got TikTok pulled up here, and that's an 11-inch tablet. You can do the same thing with 8.8-inch Legion 8 Y700, but it's a much smaller. Well, actually, I don't think you can. You're going to get a floating screen, so something to think about. You have the split screen here. You get, if I can find it, here it is. You get the S Pen with this. This is going to run you about $50. So be prepared. This comes with the Tab S9 11-inch. I went ahead and got the I upgraded and got the 12 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage, S9 11, and you can charge the pen on the back in either way too. So it has that new feature. I don't think the S9 11-inch is going to get 7 years updates. Samsung couldn't even tell me, but I just had to make a educated guess. I don't think it will. I think it'll get 4 years. So you still got 3 years left on this. The Y700, if you get the 23 model, you might, I think this might have been the last. It did get Android 14. It is on Android 14. It's on ZUI. ZUI 16. That may be all it gets. I still say that's the way to go. It'll save you money, especially if you get the China ROM and you can convert it all to English. I mean, you're going to save a lot of money. But I think out of the both of these tablets, I love that Legion 8, that Y700. It's my favorite tablet, in fact. But out of these two, this is the one to get. If you're not like just a hardcore gamer and you want performance and you want a little bit, this one you can still pull around, you can carry it around. Some of you might have bigger hands than I do and hold in one hand, but it is a very easy tablet to use, and it's got an AMOLED screen, 2K AMOLED screen, and it's got the 8 Gen 2, which is the very best Snapdragon ever made to date. Even over the 8 Gen 4 Elite, this is the 8 Gen 2 is the most well optimized Snapdragon software Qualcomm has ever made, and they didn't mean that. Well, I think they just let the cat out of the bag. I think they showed what they're holding back on, what the tech can do, and it's all about money. And they let the cat out of the bag when they accidentally optimized. They show what they could do, and they show that they're holding back. Put it that way. The Tab S9 11-inch Samsung would probably be the more sensible way to go, especially if you can trade in and save a whole lot of money, because Samsung gives good trade-ins. I just think there's going to be a lot of mass chaos and confusion with Lenovo because of their customer service. I mean, Samsung's not much better, but they do have good trade-ins, and you generally get someone that knows what they're talking about. This person I just spoke to at Lenovo, I got so frustrated I had just hung up in his face because I was trying to ask him, when did they release the Y700? Was it a quiet release, and how many, and when, will it be released again? Because I didn't get the memo. So I would say go with the Samsung Tab S9 11-inch and upgrade to the 12 gigs RAM, 256 gigs storage, and it has expandable memory too. But you're just gonna you can keep it with 12 gigs and 256, and then expandable memory. This thing will last you 5-6 years if you wanted it to, and it's plenty easy to use with one hand. So I like both tablets. I like the Y700 better, but this is the better tablet. Well, that's it. I hope I didn't leave anything out. The bezel wise, let me show you this. There's your bezels on the Samsung. You don't get the anti-reflective glare on this S9 like you do the S10. Like I'm recording this off of the S10 Plus, Tab S10 Plus. With the Legion 8, let me show you that. They have a theme store. Look at how clear that is. It's gonna be high gloss, it's highly reflective, but the bezels are a little bit thinner. You say hold in one hand. Both of them are just excellent tablets. You will not be disappointed in either, but you'll get more out of the Samsung. So I hope that helps. Subscribe, like, share, leave a comment, and I will get back to you. I'll be glad to interact and talk. And trying to grow the channel. I think we're up to 25 subscribers. So if you're watching this, please subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it. And I'll see you in the comments and we'll talk. Have a good one.